Hi, welcome back to Trash It. So for those of you who don't know us, we're Trash It, okay? So basically what we do, we talk about different topics, lifestyle, entertainment, celebrity gossip, anything that's trending, whatever it is, we will trash it, okay? And today you've got your usual host, Shari and Yori, and you've got Moji and Chinelo. So guys, welcome back on the show. So let's get right into it, okay? So what we're trashing today is a very light-hearted topic, and we thought we'll just talk about, is it okay for a husband to eat his wife's food even though the wife doesn't know how to cook? You know, should he still eat the food out of love for her? And also, is cooking a poor man's mentality? Okay, so yeah, that's the topic we're trashing today. I'm going to go over to Moji.
I know.
To say about this topic. So Moji,
okay.
Come on.
I don't think a guy should have to eat a food that he doesn't want to eat. Yes, it's nice once in a while if it's breakfast, the egg is not so cooked, there's a bit of yolk. But normal food and all that, no, because who wants to eat food that they don't like? No. So I would say get a caterer. So in my thing, when I say about a poor man mentality, quote, most rich people don't cook in reality, let's face it. I know some people will still lie that are rich and be like, yeah, no, actually, no, I still like to taste my wife's food. No, you don't like to taste your wife's food. No, you just like a nice cooked meal. And if it's nice, it tastes really, it doesn't really matter where it comes from. Why does it matter who cooks it? If you can't afford to get a caterer, then yeah, you have to.
What about the saying that a way to a man's heart is...
That's a lie.
I don't believe that.
No, it's a lie.
That's
No,
a lie.
no,
It's not a lie.
It's a lie.
Wait, Chinelo, what do you think about that?
Well, I don't think it's a lie. Somebody like me, I don't like eating food outside, and my
You're not a
husband-
man.
Okay, hold on. Let's come in. So yeah, so I like cooking, and at the end of the day, it's up to my husband or my boyfriend or whoever, my partner, if he likes the food or not. And if he loves me, he has to accept my food.
So even though the food is crap, he still needs to eat
what
it.
makes the food crap in the
Too
first
much
place?
pepper, not enough salt, the rice is
Lack
overcooked,
seasoning.
there's too much oil.
Yeah,
there's
he
no
can
seasoning
say
in
to
the
me that
kitchen.
there is too much pepper. Then I reduce the pepper the next time.
Yeah,
Okay, but what if you're not seasoning it well? From the store to the
The
oven.
question is, if you cooked a food that
Yeah.
isn't nice, and it's your food, you
Yes.
wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat my food if it wasn't nice.
Yeah,
So why do I
that's
expect
true.
my husband to eat it?
No,
he
how would you
doesn't
know
have
the
to
food
eat
is
it.
not nice?
Because you will taste
Oh, no,
it.
but you
When
don't taste it.
But when you are cooking the food, you taste the food as you're cooking it.
You know,
So you get to know if
some
it's
people
not nice.
don't know how to cook. But that's different. No. Some people don't know how to cook.
If you
It's
know-
so unfair for you to think, well, you don't know how to cook. I need to eat your food. I don't want to die. I love you. That's good enough. So, honestly, I love you.
It's
So
it's
if
the
it-
whole package you're taking.
Ah.
Sorry, if you're a man, you're taking the
I
whole package.
refuse.
Whether the woman can cook or not, you have to accept
Look.
it because you married her or you decided to choose her as your girlfriend.
See, I
So you
agree
have
with
to
her.
accept whatever she gives you to eat. Otherwise, if you guys want to buy food outside, of
Yeah,
course,
but
the
why,
man can
why are
always
you so bothered
pay
if
for it.
if he can't eat your food? If I have a husband or a partner and he says, oh, babes, I don't like your food because you could. Oh, that's all right then. Well, I'll stop cooking.
What's the alternative? What's the alternative?
You
What's the
can
alternative?
cook.
Yeah.
Or we can get caterer and be a caterer. People do it all the time. I
What
know.
if he doesn't
I know
want to
people
get a
say,
caterer?
But what if you love
Then he-
cooking?
then he-
Hold
then
on.
he-
Can
then
he
he
not
should-
cook?
then he should know how to cook himself.
Well, if a man is providing financially, why would I expect him to cook? I'll do the cooking. As far as he
But
puts
you're
money
back
on the
to-
So
table.
wait. So
If you-
what you're saying, Chinelo,
Yeah.
if the man is providing financially
Yes.
and you are providing as well, you're working or you're a
No,
housewife?
I won't be working.
You'll be a housewife.
I go to the gym every day. I take
So you're saying
you should know how to cook.
so even though he knows how to cook, but you're not really expecting him to do that because he's providing.
Yeah,
so you
sure.
will take on that responsibility
Yes,
to cook.
definitely.
No, that's a good point because think about it. She ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
You must well enroll in a catering
Yes,
school
yes,
and
so
learn
how
how to
about-
cook.
You don't even need to
Yes,
do
but
that.
then
YouTube.
Anywhere
YouTube
he wants me to
YouTube
go and
it.
learn, I'll go and learn.
But is you have poor people, you have medium class people, and you have very rich people.
Yes.
They're all human beings, and some of them, their wives can't cook in every level, poor, rich thing. So my thing is that a poor man will probably be worried if his wife can't cook because he's on a budget.
Yeah, it's true.
He's thinking, okay, chicken's £2.
Right. Bell pepper.
So whatever we
True.
have, you better come up
Yeah.
with something
Yeah.
delicious
Yes.
and cook. A rich man, on the other hand, if the wife cooks, he'll taste it. Not really nice. Cook again. And he'll be like, you know what, babes? Not by force to cook. Don't worry, babes. We'll get a chef.
But what about the poor man?
Yeah, but why would a poor man want a delicious meal in the first place?
Oh, wait,
Yeah, but if you're on a budget, you eat whatever is put on the table.
Listen. If a poor man marries a woman that knows how to cook,
Yeah.
no matter what ingredient the poor man puts on the table, the food will taste
tastes
nice.
good,
So
exactly.
everybody deserves a meal that tastes nice,
exactly.
poor or rich.
No.
So this brings me to the question. So is it a poor man's mentality to cook? I know you've been talking a bit.
A la
about that.
Moja.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for me, I don't think it's a poor man's mentality. I think everybody in general, we have this mindset from especially African, because if you're talking about white people, your colleagues or whatever, this cooking issue is not even a discussion, because for me, most of my white colleagues, if anything, the guys cook, not the women.
Yeah, it's
Or
true.
it's a shared
It's
thing.
true.
So I think it's a cultural thing again. Let's go back to a cultural. Another thing is, if you have a woman who's working so hard, and has a high profile job, and she wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, she gets to work for 8, she doesn't even get home till 7, sometimes weekend she's on call and whatever, that whole cooking thing's going to go out of the window, because she's bringing in so much bag. You know what I mean? And you're not really worried about that. And if anything, you're trying to prompt her to raise up in her career. So it just really depends. The whole cooking thing, again, I take it back to, I don't want to say a poor man's mentality, but it's all about the money.
Yeah.
If you have the finance, or if you're a woman and you're so busy, because we always assume that it's always the man that's the provider, it's always the man that's, bringing in the money. But actually, these days, a lot of the time, it's the other way around, and the woman is so busy. So actually, if I'm working maybe 8 till 7, and I'm working with long hours, I'm making so much money, and paying the mortgage, whatever, a man could either learn how to cook, or if I don't have time to cook, it's once in a while, Christmas time, if I'm on holiday, I can cook and whatever. But it shouldn't have to be that, because I can't cook, you're going to dump me, or you're going to leave me, or whatever, because it's not a good enough reason. Food is food. You can get nutritionist food from caterers, from whatever. I'm not saying you should bring packaged food. You shouldn't get your man to be eating packaged food or microwave or whatever. But you can get nutritious food and properly cooked food from outside, and it doesn't have to be me that cook it.
Okay, I mean,
So that's
I
my
know a
opinion.
few people who they don't even cook. They just order the food in
Really?
every week.
Every week?
Every week they order the food in. They don't
So
bother
what
cooking.
But is it like expensive?
But for me, well, it probably is, but they have a budget for that, okay? But for me, I like to cook. I love cooking. I love to eat my own food.
Yeah.
So I will always make sure that I cook. I try to cook on the weekends, and we have it throughout the whole week. But there's sometimes I come back from work and I'm like, babes, I am tired. Okay, I cannot cook. Order something, pizza, whatever it is, order it, because I'm not cooking. And when I say that, he knows that I mean it, because I don't do it.
But you need to realise it, how you feel on those days where you're tired. For some people with very high profile jobs that pay very
like
well,
that
they
every
feel
day.
like that every day.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
But for me, like, come on, they're not working 7 days a week.
No,
So for me, I think there should be a time, no matter how high profile your job is, there should be a
Still make
time
time.
where you will make time for your family, not just at Christmas or at Easter or at New Year. There should be a time, maybe once in a week, where your children, your husband will know that mommy is cooking today, and we're gonna sit.
But it doesn't have to be cooking. It has to be like, I've got one day in a week whereby I want to spend with my kids and my family, and I don't want to spend time in the kitchen. I don't want to spend time in the cook. I don't want to spend time in the kitchen. If I'm really busy Monday to Friday, and Saturday sometimes I'm on call, and maybe Sunday's my only day after church, I don't want to have to go in the kitchen after church. I would rather be.
But how would a woman like that ever be able to teach her children how to cook?
Hold on. See, can I just...
Because sometimes it's not always about going to cooking lessons or
exactly.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's about the
a lot of the
bonding
cooking
as
that I know how to do, I
from
learned
your
from my
parent,
mom.
yeah,
Because my
exactly.
mom would cook. She would tell you go and put water in that rice, and if you put too much water, you get the slap around the ear.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to know how to.
Can I just say
things.
something? It's the onus of responsibility does not just lie with the woman.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point in with my dad for I think it was over a year, and I could tell you I learned how to cook when we were with my dad, because obviously dad spent more time to do this, blah blah blah. Mom just came in and expected that it's her role, and she will cook. Now, I've said it numerous times. My other half is a better cook than I am. The only thing I disagree is a shitty cleaner. So, no, I've said it. Look, I will prefer some time for me to come home. Oh, like, for instance, there was a day I came in. I planned in my head that we're going to make dinner, and I came in. And the guy was cooking in the kitchen. I'm thinking, why are you there? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, did you hit someone with a car? What did you do? And I was like, no. Throughout this week, I've seen you've been so busy. So this night, I'm doing, and I was like, oh, bless you. Da, da, da. Look, the responsibility is not just on
the
me.
woman. Yeah,
True.
It's not just on the woman. It's a shared responsibility. He's hungry, cook. I'm hungry, I'll cook.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal
It's
about
about
it?
I think for me, I think where it becomes really irritating or annoying is where the man thinks that the woman should cook all the time.
expected.
Okay, so
The man brings the money all
it doesn't
the time.
matter whether he brings the money or
You
not.
see, hold on, let me say something. Let me tell you something about it. Hold on. You see, this is where we get it wrong. We always say a man brings in the money, Brian.
No, I said in a situation
It does
where-
not matter. The problem with the society is, let's pitch a man and a woman. A man brings in the money, he's not expected to cook. A woman brings in money and the honor
And
you
it's
expect
still
her
expected
to
to
clean,
cook.
No,
you
but I
do
should
work,
do it.
blah, blah, blah. No, come on, man. We're now in an era where everybody is bringing something to the table.
Yeah,
Not even
it's true.
I bring the
It's
whole
true.
table,
Yeah.
not just something onto it. I bring the whole damn table.
I think the thing is that's where as a married couple you need to understand
Yeah,
yourselves.
exactly.
Okay, babes, you've been out working, you've just come in at 8 o'clock. No, I don't expect you to jump to the kitchen. Babes, here's the food I've made it for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids are in bed, homework's done, they've had their shower. You relax. Here's a glass of wine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
it's
true.
not a big deal.
true.
A man
When
doing that doesn't
happens,
make him
yeah.
less of a man.
No, there was a time.
I agree with
No,
you.
there was a time my husband was always like, "Oh, you need a glass of wine." I don't think you do. What are you trying to do? Why are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get it pregnant.
I was like, dude, why are you always trying? I was like, no, but look, you need to relax because you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing
But how
this.
many men do that? How
I
many men
understand
do
that. Well, see,
Men need to learn how to do
that.
Look,
Some
we're gonna.
men do.
The things we don't do now is we don't listen, or we haven't got our mother's silence anymore. Something is not. We're not happy with something. We speak up.
Yeah, it's true.
So if we are, then you are raising boys. I've got nephew that I take it upon myself and tell them this is. Growing up, my brother cooks. There was time he was gonna get married. He was like, "Mom, I'm gonna come home with my girlfriend so she can know how we do things." The expectation is you're hungry.
Yeah.
Cook.
Yeah.
But it's just food. We're not asking you to go to NASA or asking you to operate on someone. It's bloody food.
But then it's choice, isn't it? As Celia said.
If I had my way, I would have a caterer.
No, but if you're in a relationship and you sit down and you say, look, what is it? Do we share it halfway? What is it? Do we buy it?
I don't think that conversation needs to happen.
I don't think
that conversation. Yeah, you don't need to discuss it. It's just the no. It's just the no. You have your partner.
I just cook.
You have that understanding. So you guys are bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that's it really. You don't have to have a big discussion about it.
Well, I do.
It's not.
I just say, you don't come in the kitchen because I want to cook. Because I know.
If you
what
want to
do.
cook on that day, then that's fine.
No,
For me, my
apparently.
husband, for example, cannot cook to save his life. Even when he boils rice, he overcooks it.
Oh my God.
So what would I just say to him? Order something, don't bother cooking. And he knows it. So at the end of the day, we all need to understand each other in a marriage, in a relationship,
And help
ourselves. Okay, so the fact that the woman don't know how to cook, it doesn't mean it's the end of anything. There's ways you can teach her, you can show her. And yeah, but anyway.
Or just marry a white woman or man and they just eat salad all day and they'll be
Can I just I disclaimer, I didn't agree with that comment. White women too can cook. Moji, I don't know what you're talking about. And black women do eat salad as well. On that note, we're gonna thank you for joining us.
you think they're bothered about it. Just